Since joining Wigan, obviously up until last season, you've won everything in every campaign. So how sort of determined, how was that fire in the belly to go again and obviously get some more trophies in the cabinet?
Yeah, it was quite a tough year. Obviously, the first couple of years we sort of won a trophy or a bit of silverware each year. So to not win anything was quite different, I guess. But yeah, each year you want to go into it and you know you want to put your name in the hat for trophies, and I think that's always the goal. You want to win stuff. So you know, especially the way we went out last year, losing to KR and coming away with nothing. Definitely that motivation to go and get some more silverware back is definitely high on my list.
Yeah, does it rally you up seeing another team lifting the trophies after what you did in 2024?
I think so. Yeah, I think obviously you know they were the number one side all year and you know led the competition and things like that. And you know, you'd like to think, you know, I thought we had the side to win a couple of things, and it just wasn't the case. So yeah, it's definitely not nice losing a grand final like that. You're probably doing everything you can now not to be in that position again. So fingers crossed we can go and right that wrong.
It's about turning a negative into a positive, learning from it, sort of use it to sort of lift you and obviously learn from going into this season.
Yeah, it is. I think there's a lot of lessons. You probably can't say what exactly went wrong, but you know, hopefully we can go and right that wrong and get some silverware back, and you know, get back to being, you know, as Rad said, the I suppose the hunted instead of the challengers now. So as I said, where we'll start the season, where the challenges, we've got to go after it. We've got to try and prove again to everyone why we can be the best team, and we certainly do have a good squad. But it won't be easy, but hopefully we can get that done.
Just want to ask you, how much are you enjoying life in the northwest of England? Obviously been here a few years now. Have you sort of fully adapted to life over in England?
Yeah, it's like our second home now. What is our second home, and you know, it's my fifth year, and it's gone quite quick, and I've loved every minute of it. You know, I signed that 4-year deal last year as well to extend that, and that just shows where my heart is, and you know, I love it. I'm glad I come over. Originally, when I said I'd come to sign with Wigan, it was only coming for 2 years, and I was hopefully going back home. But you know, I've landed on my feet. I've found a good club, a lot of close, good mates. You know, I've got a good relationship with Matty and the coaches, and it's just a great club to be at. And I'm very thankful, and I'm glad that I did it. So yeah, so I'm loving it.
How quickly did that mindset change from, you know, be here a couple of years, just see how it goes, to thinking, yeah, I like it here, I want to stay based here?
It was actually pretty early. Obviously around when we made the Challenge Cup final, and sort of, you know, since arriving felt a part of it, felt valued, could feel something was special, where the club was heading, and you know, the history of the club as well. But it was very early on into that where I thought, hang on a minute, this could be something really good, and you know, the second year into it, it just sort of confirmed that, and you know, I don't want to be anywhere else.
What's been the biggest similarity and biggest difference between Australia and England?
It is a lot different. I think the way it's been refereed, I think now they're trying to get to a point where the game's the same. And I think, you know, with what just happened with the Ashes, I think that's probably, in terms of rugby league around the world, I think that's probably the best thing that could have happened. You know, they weren't too happy with how it was refereed and the difference between the speeds of the game. That's the biggest one. Obviously, it's a little bit slower, but then I find that it's more physical. You know, English players are very tough. You know, look at the conditions they're brought up in, harsh weather. Facilities aren't probably as good as what NRL standard is, so that generally just makes everyone a bit tougher, more mentally resilient. So I find that the game's a little bit slower, but it's more physical. But hopefully now that, you know, they've changed all these rules with the refereeing and things like that, I think there's no reason why both NRL and Super League can't be on the same level in terms of quality and the way the game's reffed and how the game's played. So I'm looking forward to that. Like I said about the Ashes, you know, international game, it should be reffed the same around the world. Everywhere should be, you know, should be the same rules. So I think it's going to be a good thing. It might hurt a few clubs early on, but I think long term, that's where it's got to be. You know, because you want to get to World Cups and things like that, and you want the level of competition to be pretty even. Whereas at the moment, I'm a bit biased. I'm Australian, but Australia just keep running away with it. And I think that a big reason is because of the way the game's ref in different countries. So I think overall for rugby league, I think it's a great thing.